Okay, today we are going to do bottle cap jewelry. I just took some regular bottle caps and I've already painted the outsides because obviously you don't want advertising on your jewelry. This actually took a lot longer than I thought it would. It took 3 or more coats just to coat it, and next time I think I'm just going to buy the bottle caps already painted. They also had a lining on the inside, which we used a heat source to kind of get the plastic hot, and then we pried it out so that we have a nice flat space to put our pictures. And then what I did is I just printed out on the printer pictures of things that were interesting that I thought would look pretty neat. And I also used my daughter's Galaxy duct tape. And I wanted to see if stick glue would actually stick it into these bottle caps, and it did. So I have done this one where I've just taken the piece, I've cut it out, and stuck it in with glue. Now to measure it, it happens that 1/4 is the perfect size to fit in the bottle cap. So you take your pictures, whatever you want, and measure it to your 1/4 and cut it out. So this one was just something that has just a little bit of designs I just want to show you. I just am going to put it down and use a pencil to mark around your 1/4. And then cut it out. Then you have your circle, which you can trim up as you need because the circles are not that great even with a line to guide. And then you can just drop it in, make sure it fits into your bottle cap, and then you take your glue. Make sure you get a lot of glue on there because you want it to stick really well, not float in your epoxy. Make sure you get it to all the edges. And pretty much any glue will work. This is just the glue that I had. A liquid glue might even be better, just because you can make sure it gets everywhere. And then you just put it in your bottle cap. Make sure it's stuck down on all the edges. Make sure there's no bubbles. And then we're going to have to let it sit for a little bit to make sure the glue dries so this still doesn't shift. So I'm going to do that for the rest of these. I have a red rose, a blue rose, a wolf with a moon, and 2 galaxies. They're just, one's got more red and then the other one's just kind of more of a purpley color. So I'm going to do that, and then as it's setting I'm going to take my resins and mix them and let them set for a little bit too, so that they'll be ready and bubble free for us to fill with these molds. And I'll be back. Okay, we're back. It's been about 10 minutes. I've mixed my epoxy. I've let it sit to get some of the bubbles out. Hopefully all the glue has dried in all these little bottle caps. And then you just have to fill them with epoxy. Just put a little bit in each one, enough to cover your paper. This will seal it in there, and you have to wait about 24 hours for it to be fully hardened, so you won't get any fingerprints or anything on it. It'll make a really nice effect over the top of your pictures. Make sure the surface you're working on is completely flat so that your epoxy doesn't lean to one side or another. And I have extra epoxy that I think I will add into some new molds that I got just to see what they look like. Well, this one needs some more. It didn't get all the way into the corner. I'm going to add some more to that one. And so in 24 hours we'll be back and I'll show you how they've hardened, and then I'll also show you how to attach the bails and the necklaces to make them into little pendants. See you then!